My hair makes me look like a crazy person right now. And allow me to explain, because I have been engaging in only the purest, most concentrated form of lunacy. Twitter. I have been connecting dots that weren't meant to be connected. I've stumbled upon a web woven in lies, manipulation, and demonology. This is the kind of rabbit hole that will have you condemned to Arkham Asylum, and I'm gonna share it with you now. And it all has to do with that big plane freakout video from about 2 days ago now. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. There was a lady on a plane who got a little rambunctious, so she stormed off saying that the person she was sitting next to wasn't real and it scared her. Ordinarily, like 5 or 6 years ago, this would have been viewed as just like a goofy haha moment from silly lady. But now, in the current climate of our world, people accept even the most outrageous shit as legitimate. So they're using this as evidence that the government is putting fake people on our flights or that reptilians exist. And apparently now you're asinine if you write off a situation like this as just a drunk lady being rambunctious. I've also been keeping up with this. I'm sure all of you have seen this video already. I'll just in case you haven't here. This was the other day.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
So that blew up yesterday, and I have been glued to it ever since. So we live in a really awesome time period of our species where everything is deep. So this isn't just an isolated incident of a crazy lady having an unhinged episode. So I read like a 20k updated post on Twitter about how she's trying to let us know that there's a demonic presence on the plane by doing a 2 up, 2 down hand signal, which I'd never fucking heard of before. I had to look into this absolute lunacy. So I saw people debating on how she's trying to tip the public off that there was some kind of reptilian Satanist or something back there, which is what she's referring to as that motherfucker's not real. And they were being completely, like, genuine. They were being 100% genuine. I have been glued to it. People find symbolism in everything. Actually everything, and it's amazing. This has taken hold in a big way. Everything somehow ties into some kind of big Illuminati, deep state plan, reptilian, hollow earth theory. And I have just been absolutely enamored with it all day. I must have spent like close to an hour just doom scrolling all the people hyper-analyzing this frame of her freakout. It's a jutsu. Yeah, the psychosis jutsu. Or maybe she's trapped in a genjutsu, which is why she thought that guy wasn't real. So then where was it? Oh, it's a different video, I think. Is it gonna be here? Apparently Carrot Top was on the plane. Don't really care about that, though. Where's the, There's a video posted showing green hoodie guy. Apparently who she was referring to was a guy in a green hoodie. And there's a video that's showing him, and it's like, this is the proof, this guy is actually not real. And then they're coming up with theories on what it is, because he's just sitting there, like doing nothing. He was literally just sitting still, and that's it. And then someone, take with a grain of salt, because it's TikTok, so the guy himself is probably less than human, just a fucking clout zombie, but a guy was claiming that he sat next to her, and that the guy in the green hoodie was ignoring her. And, like, it was really awkward and weird, and that he was starting to believe that the guy wasn't real too, or something. It's such a rabbit hole of nonsense I can't help but enjoy. Unsurprisingly, there's been a flood of people claiming not only to be on the plane, but also to be the green hoodie guy. There was a very popular TikTok video that's come out now from a guy claiming to be the green hoodie guy, and it's all baloney. As far as I've been able to find, the woman in the video hasn't come forward with any additional information, nor anyone actually associated with her, or around her on the flight or anything like that. All these videos popping up of people pretending that they were a passenger on the plane and giving their insight into the situation, or the people claiming to be the subject that she's speaking on, are all just lying for the sake of some internet updoots. Those are the fake people. Those are like actually fake people. They're not real motherfuckers at all. They are just clout-obsessed, attention-fucking desperate people that are just trying to capitalize off the viral sensation of this story. I'd love to hear more from her, though. I'm surprised that she hasn't given like an interview or something to explain her position, because she had the whole crowd the whole plane as a captivated audience here. The entire crowd turned around to look. Like, this is straight out of a movie.
It's not real. And you can
Everyone fucking turns around to see who she's pointing at. This man's standing up here like, what, me? I'm catching a stray back here? It's just like a perfect disaster. Oh, everyone, yeah, I don't blame them. I'd turn around too. Everyone did. For good reason. You telling me someone's not real on this plane? I want to check it out. I'm expecting to turn around and see a fucking android or something. Some kind of mannequin. Or like that guy from Men in Black, the cockroach guy. Need sugar water. People in the comments were saying she was drunk and meant the flight attendant wasn't a real flight attendant, accusing him of stealing her AirPods. I saw that, but there's no evidence to back that up, and that doesn't make me laugh nearly as hard as all the people talking about how she's going on about like some kind of demon on the plane. I saw something really fucking cool from this morning on Twitter. There was this big document that was being shared around Twitter as proof that this lady was onto something. Like, she was, galaxy brain, seeing through the nefarious evil plot from the government, and they were sharing this top secret classified document that was going over an experiment they were conducting, where they were placing fake people on board these planes to fool the general populace just to see if they could, like, slip one in on us. So it was this document that was typed up, and it was, subject, imaginary man, location, flight, whatever, plane to Orlando. And then it went into detail on what was going to go on. And they're like, look, see, this is hard evidence right here that she was onto it. She was privy to the scam. It was the government, the puppet master the whole time. And then an hour later, the guy who initially posted that it began circulating from came forward and said that he felt really bad because he made it himself because he thought it was fun as a creative writing piece for, like, SCP, basically. He wrote just SCP fanfic around this, and a lot of people went wild assuming that it was real because they don't do any level of research on their own or have any level of rational thought. It's just this desperate desire to feel special and smarter than everyone else. So they'll just accept the most impossible reality imaginable and just live in fantasy world and run with that narrative. And we were actually blessed with a double whammy here. There was another incident that continued to fan the flames of fake people on airlines because there was another freakout that happened within the same 24-hour period where a man got really upset at whoever he was sitting next to, so much so that he tried to, like, charge off the plane and, like, get out of there as soon as possible. Now, this one, from everything I've read, the guy was actually on drugs. Like, he came from, I think it was a music festival or something. And when you watch the video, it's pretty clear that he is not in his right mind. He's fucking tweaking hard. And yet people still, legitimately, still are claiming, like, look, it's happening all over the world. You can't explain this. Why are so many people getting so upset at random passengers on their flights? It must be fake motherfuckers or reptilians. Clearly, these are the only two options.
Yo! Hey, mate, everyone is, come on, please. Go! Marco and Tony, we're having showtime.
Look at everyone filming, man.
What's
wrong? Whoa! Yo!
The passengers were actually very quick to stop this. He was charging the door to try and open it during takeoff, and they dogpiled on this man like they were trying to recover a fumble in the Super Bowl. So, fast action from the other passengers on board the flight. But yeah, people are once again claiming that this is further evidence that something real evil is happening aboard these flights with passengers that aren't actually humans. And like I've said, it's been extremely entertaining watching all of these outrageous theories unfold so far, so I'm excited to continue reading more evidence from them about all of this. That's really about it. So yeah. Karens have become such an incredible nuisance to society that an actual law has been passed addressing some of the shit Karens do, and it's actually just called Karen. It's about people that are making racially charged fake police phone calls. It's pretty fucking wild just how insane this surge in Karen activity has been. This is something on like a biblical scale, something that you'd read about in like a history textbook of some kind of plague that swept across the world at some point, and we're living through it right now. And I think all of us just think every Karen is a big dumb fucking idiot with this incredible mistrust of anything scientifically accurate or anything that comes from a position of authority. Like if scientists came out tomorrow and said, hey, just want to remind everyone the air is safe to breathe and good for you, these Karens and Facebook anti-vax moms would then start questioning whether or not it's safe to breathe air. Like, oh fuck, they must have poisoned the air. Oh my god, I knew it all along. Oxygen is the devil. Wake up, you sheep, this is the truth. We need to start trying to live underwater. And then they'd all like drown themselves in their own fucking bathtub or something to escape the evil oxygen that the government has, put out into the world or some shit. It's just been absolutely wild stuff. But I actually came across an extremely intelligent Karen, a self-proclaimed genius musician Karen, and I think it'd be fun to take a look at what a smart Karen might look like. But before we do that, I'd like to share with you a very rare male Karen.
6 feet away from you.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. You are infecting us. You're coming close to me. You're coming close to me.
Back off!
Dad.
Threaten me again!
Dad.
Back the fuck up, put your fucking phone down!
This delightful dickhead right here is Daniel, and he was an insurance salesman until this video came out, and he got fired in around 8 or 9 hours after this video went viral. Daniel fucking speed ran unemployment, a very impressive 80% route there executed by Daniel. You can say a lot of shit about Daniel, but you absolutely cannot call into question his ability to strike a mean power stance. I love that shit. It looks like he's a member of the Ginyu Force, getting ready to get in position to strike up their pose. I mean, what kind of fucking power stance is this? It's like an action figure that's a little too stiff, like the joints don't move around correctly. Or like a video game NPC with like a shitty walk animation. Now I'd like to share with everyone why he shouted, "I feel threatened." It's a law in Florida, and this happened in Florida, where if you exclaim that you feel threatened, you can pretty much do whatever you want to the person who's threatening you. You can literally kill that person and be deemed self-defense because you said you felt threatened. It's like an actual fucking cheat code you can use, like, oh, I feel threatened, and then you fucking torture somebody, and Florida would be like, well, he did say he feels threatened, so it's all good. It's fucking silly. I've actually seen this happen in the real world before. I was at a bar, and I don't know what was going on between these two dudes, but one of them shouted, "I feel threatened," verbatim, because that's like the fucking code word. He shouted that, and then Goldberg speared a man into this fucking support beam that was holding up this, I don't know, some shit to stop the rain. It wasn't raining, but there's like this little covering over top of one of the bars, and he speared him into that shit and fucking broke that fucking support beam. And all because he said, "I feel threatened," which gives him the legal right to do some shit like that. At least that's how I understand it, because I've seen it happen, and this dude doing that, it seems to me like he wanted to at least cover his bases if he wanted to get physical with this guy, because Florida has some stupid fucking laws like that.
Polite, be courteous. Very important to understand people's frustration.
Good. This will exempt you. This will exempt you from wearing a mask.
That's okay. You're right.
That's okay. Have a good day.
Now this video here comes from a man named Brian Tao, who was biking through an anti-mask rally, and he gets a little more than he bargained for here. He bites off a little more than he can chew with this lady you're about to see enter the scene. You're getting a little sneak peek of her right here, and you're about to see her in full force. He ripped up the little brochure, and now he's summoned a demon.
If somebody being rude to you, the only thing you say to them, have a good day.
Have a good day.
If somebody being rude to you, you
That's
just
okay.
tell
Those are the people that walk the Jews into the gas
Stay
station.
healthy and
Those
have
are
a
the
good day.
same people that walk the Jews.
Stay healthy and have a good day.
It's a fact. I said you're the same kind of people that walk the Jews right into the gas tank.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I think coronavirus might be the least of humanity's concerns when people like this continue to reproduce and instill these beliefs in their children, and then those kids grow up to be this fucking disgusting clone of their parents that believe this abhorrent shit.
Got you on video.
Good. Have me on video.
And your
Because
name
that's
then?
what that's what my name is Kellyanne Wolf. I'll give you my name.
Okay, you have a business card?
No, I don't have a business card and I don't
Okay.
need to
Do
provide
you have
you one.
Instagram?
Do you have Instagram? Do you have Facebook?
I'm all over the place. I'm a musician and a very popular one. So it'll be very easy for you to find me.
To be so confident in your stinky horseshit beliefs to put your actual name and face on it in a video where you look like a total asshole is so baffling to me. But she really wanted her name out there, so I decided to look into it. She claimed she's a very popular musician, and it'd be easy to find her, and it was easy to find her because there's a lot of people that are making fun of her. Her Facebook page has 50 likes on it. Her YouTube channel had 15 subs, but when I went back an hour or two ago, it was up to 40 subs, so she's a musician on the rise. I have no doubt she'll be charting in Billboard pretty soon here with some of the bangers that she's produced. So let's go ahead and take a listen to one, and maybe she could be the next Ariana Grande or the next Taylor Swift. She could be a huge star in the making.
He said he loved me. Oh, said he'd stay.
It reminds me of music you'd hear in SpongeBob, like if SpongeBob started like a shitty pop country band or something, as kind of a show joke, not like an actual musician's career, but to each their own. I do have to say the instrumentals I think are actually ripped from the Ed, Edd n Eddy episode where Double D's playing that weird fucking instrument on the back of a boat where Ed's like propelling them with his feet, if anyone remembers that. It reminds me of that instrument, whatever the fuck that was. It's a weird genre, but who knows, perhaps this is the next big genre to pop off. This could be like the new dubstep for the country community. Couldn't tell you.
You are anybody who is going to commit to this kind of civil obedience is the same kind of people that believe their government when they walk the Jews into the gas tank. That's what I said. So you can quote me.
Good.
I will never not be amazed at the people that are claiming this civil obedience is some kind of disease and we're all just puppets of the government, when every single one of them practices the same civil obedience, but it doesn't apply to them. This lady is, by definition, conforming to what the government says she has to do, which is wearing clothes in public. Whether or not it's a choice she makes on her own doesn't matter. The government is telling her to do it and she's complying. But for some reason, asking people to wear a mask during a fucking pandemic is a little too far for these goddamn idiots that think putting something over your mouth instantly kills you, suffocates you, smothers you. It's just unbelievable to me how dumb people are these days. People only have an issue when something is new. If it's something that's been around since they were young, they don't care, even though it's the exact same fucking thing. You have to wear clothes in public. They don't get upset about that. I don't see a lot of these anti-maskers going around naked delivering their message about why you shouldn't listen to the government. Why is that? Why is it only the mask that you take an issue with when it's encouraged to wear one for the safety of everybody else? No one claims a mask is 100% effective, but it is proven to at least help. Why wouldn't you want to mitigate some of the risk? Well, it's because these fucking people have this insane desire to be unique, special, and smart when they're the dumbest fucking people in the world who are just clones of each other, just actual NPCs repeating the same goddamn script. They're the actual sheep. They just follow blindly whatever they see online, and they can't recognize the hypocrisy of criticizing people for following the government's instructions when they literally live their entire lives following the government's instructions. They just follow older rules instead of some newer ones that are encouraged.
By the way, I've got 13 degrees in psychology. I'm a member of Mensa, and I have a master's in political science.
13 degrees in psychology. This woman is collecting psychology degrees like Pokemon cards out here. Is there even 13 branches of psychology? Like shit. She must really have some degrees in some obscure ones like fucking video game addiction psychology. The psychology behind wanting to touch your wiener more than 2 times a day, like some real specific ones. And then a fucking member of Mensa. You know how you can immediately know someone's not in any way associated with Mensa? Is when they're telling you that they're associated with Mensa.
How much did you pay for those degrees?
It's like this to me. Yeah, that's fine. The guys, they'll never be as smart as
What's
me.
that?
Do you really believe that helps you?
Oh yeah, it does.
Wearing that shows how much intelligence you actually have because it doesn't.
So, okay.
Super soccer moms write about one thing. Wearing a mask does demonstrate just how much intelligence you have. It shows you have at least a very basic level of intelligence, like the most basic common sense level of intelligence possible. You can identify everyone who's a fucking idiot in public by whether or not they're wearing a mask. If they're not wearing a mask, they're pretty fucking dumb. If they are, well, they're at least kind of in the right ballpark when it comes to just basic understanding of the most general concepts.
Hey, I asked someone else here. Come here. I want to ask you something. So, there are two things here.
2010.
What's that?
This is a pandemic in 2010.
Okay, so why don't you think the masks work?
Fake.
Why don't you think the masks work?
They don't work.
But why? Why?
They medically don't work.
Why?
They cannot keep you from getting a virus.
It's actually like arguing with children. Well, why doesn't it work? Well, because it doesn't. No, but why doesn't it work? Well, because it medically doesn't. Yeah, but why? It doesn't. It's so fucking infuriating. I don't know how Brian can even keep his cool with that kind of conversation happening.
So you don't believe this mask will stop a virus particle, right?
I'll tell you why. A virus is 1,000 times smaller than a bacteria. A virus will not stop a virus.
Okay, so you also believe,
All these top doctors.
but you also believe that
If you wanna
it
have-
stops
if you wanna have
an
a civil discourse
oxygen
with me,
molecule?
Then you can take away your attitude, and I'll have to.
I don't have an attitude, I'm just asking you.
You're trying to ridicule me from the get-go.
So Brian makes a point to try and tell these people that their argument is a load of bullshit. They believe that the virus escapes through the mask, so the mask is totally useless, and meanwhile oxygen can't get into the mask, so the people wearing a mask can't breathe and they're getting sick due to lack of oxygen, which makes no fucking sense because oxygen is significantly smaller than a virus. I think it's 100 or 1,000 times smaller than a virus, so their argument just doesn't work. If the virus is getting through the mask, it'd be impossible for oxygen not to get into the mask considering it's so much smaller, and the fact that the virus is so much larger than oxygen means the mask at least helps the virus not get out. I don't even know why he bothers fucking trying to explain it to these people. I don't even know why I'm going into detail because it's fucking common sense really. But it's not that these people don't believe it. It's that they don't want to believe it, so they've convinced themselves the science is all wrong, and the science is only right when it's applied on Facebook. It's just a matter of people refusing to accept the truth because they want to believe something else.
My IQ is 100.
Yes, so you probably, I don't think you understand.
If this is what a 195 IQ looks like, then there must be something really fucking wrong with the tests that are administered. But anyway, we've at least seen what it looks like when a Karen has a genius level intellect. In fact, one of the highest recorded intellects of all time. 195 is no joke, and we can really see it in full display here. Just really all the neurons firing there, all kinds of incredible arguments and whatever. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, we've entered another mass extinction event on the same level as the last ice age, although this time it has nothing to do with weather or really even the planet. It has to do with middle-aged women. The Karens are indeed going to be civilization's crumbling, at least that's what I firmly believe. These Karens show no signs of slowing down, their activity only continues to grow and escalate, powered by Facebook, energy crystals, and essential oils they rub on the rim of their asshole. These Karens seem unstoppable. Let's go ahead and take a peek at some new ones.
Let's record now.
Please leave the fucking store.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, that's harassment. I'm filing charges.
Karens continue to be more confident thanks to being cheered on by other postmenopausal women that haven't felt happiness in 2 decades, so they now start recording themselves being a public nuisance, thinking that they're in the right and that everyone around them looks like the asshole, when really any rational person could watch this video and immediately see who the real piece of shit is here, which is the woman filming, of course. The lady that attempts to hit her with the shopping cart, I totally understand her frustration. Honestly, kinda wish she had just doubled down and committed to it, just blast her ass with that cart, treat her like the annoying speed bump that she is, and just run her over.
That's your name? There you go. Nice. That's okay. I'm actually not. So you guys, she just almost physically threatened me. So I'm sorry, but under the Colorado Revised State Law, there's no grounds.
These freedom fighters that blindly fight for what they consider justice of not wearing a mask and being a shit stain on society have to be history's most annoying group of people to ever exist. They are by all definitions an evolutionary disaster. Instead of advancing, these people are constantly going backwards, willingly, knowingly, devolving. These kind of people can't even accidentally almost get something right. I spent like an hour and a half going through the Colorado revised state laws and statutes to see if maybe this diarrhea driveling idiot had some kind of point that was almost accurate, but she's just outright wrong. Unsurprisingly, there is nothing in Colorado's revised laws and statutes that overturn a private business's right to kick out any customer that doesn't follow the business's policy. It is still the business's fucking right to kick out any customer that doesn't follow the fucking policy the business has put in place. Now, maybe I missed something. That's entirely possible. There was a lot of shit I had to go through, a lot of goofy fucking laws that I caught myself up on in Colorado. Maybe I did miss something, but I find that a little unlikely, because what's most probable here is that this troglodyte saw one post on Facebook, uncredited, unsourced, no proof, that said, according to Colorado state laws, businesses have no rights over you. And she just believed it at face value, did no research. That's probably what this is. Because I didn't see anything, and I went through the shit, and I guarantee she hasn't done any research on anything in her entire fucking life. These people are actual zombies, incapable of doing any amount of even the bare minimum work to think for themselves. They can't even fucking come up with their own original thoughts anymore. This lady is just a drone. She is an actual Facebook drone.
No,
We are denying you service.
you can't deny me service.
You can't trespass.
That's okay, because I'm going to show the cops
We're a
the
private
law.
business. We're a private
It doesn't
business.
matter.
You gotta leave.
Nope, sorry, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're gonna show the cops the law, huh? You're going to educate the police officers with your fucking dance therapy degree and something you pull up on Facebook? I'm sure they're gonna love that. I'm sure that's just what the cops want after their millionth call to deal with these Karen pests. I'm sure that they're gonna like that.
I'll just wait for the cops to get here.
Why don't you wait for him outside?
Ron,
Yeah. Why don't you wait
I'm not. I'm going to wait right here where I almost got hit by a cart from a lady.
Almost got hit by a car.
I did. She rammed her cart into me, and I have a witness.
She's not wrong here. I also witnessed it. There was almost justice. That vigilante with the shopping cart, the modern day Batwoman, trying to save the store from Karen's wrath.
You can't.
The cart.
That's
We're
okay.
asking you to leave.
Threatening.
Get out of the store.
Sorry, you can leave.
No,
you
you
can
can
get
leave.
out of my
I work
face.
here.
Get out of my face. Ron at Molly's Liquors in Lakeside.
I appreciate the shout out, Karen. Ron, if I'm ever in the area, I'm absolutely buying liquor from that fine ass, baby. That's what I like to see. I like to see employees standing up against this kind of childish garbage. Every employee at this store really takes it to this woman and just begs her to get the fuck out because they don't like her, they don't like what she's doing. And that's what I like to see. I like to see people standing up to this kind of garbage. So, Ron, you got yourself a customer if I'm ever in the area.
You're gonna be under a lot. Nope, not leaving. I'm not gonna let you harass me like this. It's not a law. It's not a law.
Out of the store.
Not a law.
I don't care.
It's not a law.
The law says I can deny you service.
It's
for
not a.
anything, but
No,
get
the
here.
law.
We're not selling
Do
you
you?
anything.
Okay.
We're not selling you
What
nothing
law
today.
went through the legislature to
I don't
pass that you
care.
can't do
We're
that?
not selling you anything today.
I think her voice is extremely fitting for the entire community of people that are brainwashed zombies like this. She sounds like a parrot, and she's just mimicking what she's heard on Facebook, that it needs to be a law in order for it to be effective, which it doesn't. Since it's a private business, they have their own policy that they can enforce. And to everything I read in Colorado state revised statutes and laws, hasn't changed. So you're still kind of fucked here, Karen.
Bodily remove you.
Oh, good. Because I'm going to show him the law. I'm going to show him the law.
I'm a private business. I can expel you if I want to.
Actually, you can't under the Colorado revised
I
state law.
absolutely can.
You absolutely cannot.
Well, let's find out.
All right, let's do. A woman tried to ram her cart into me, and I have it on video. And you're going to become under fire, son. You're like, good luck. Good luck.
So I'm pretty sure this is the store owner right here, and he fucking hates this lady. During her little sob story about how she almost got her foot lightly grazed by a shopping cart, I half expected this guy to just laugh at her, or maybe inquire a bit further like, ma'am, that's terrible, that's awful. Can you point her out for me so I can get this taken care of and handle it? It's her over there? Okay, thank you. Hey, that lady over there. All of her liquor is free. It's all on me. It's on the house. Thank you today, ma'am.
I'm not leaving until the cops get here. Good.
Need to leave.
Don't touch me.
You can't videotape.
Don't. I can. I don't care. You guys don't know the law. Oh my God.
Get out. That's the law.
You guys have no idea what the law is. Nazis. Look at these Nazis.
It's Jeffco policy. Get out.
It's not a law.
This is Jeffco. Get out.
Nazis. Look at this, everybody.
Of course they're Nazis. Everyone who doesn't agree with me is a Nazi. Those fucking Nazis. All of them. All of those goddamn disgusting Nazis in the fucking liquor store. Telling me I can't go in there and be an asshole. Bunch of fucking Nazis, am I right?
Wow.
Leave our business.
Matt, you're running into me. Don't touch me. Leave our business.
No, sorry, you're not going to treat me like this and get away with it. You're not going to treat me like this and get away with it.
We do not want you in our business. Go away.
You're not going to have a business pretty soon. Good luck. Good luck.
Ma'am, it's like you're naked in my business. Please leave. You are naked in my business. No shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service.
You're in my face.
My man actually pulling out the naked card, putting it in terms someone this stupid could understand. No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's a classic. That is store policy. That's not like a state law that you need shirt and shoes in order to get served at a business. That's just a business's policy, and yet people have always accepted that as a fact. But for some reason, businesses requiring a mask, well, that just doesn't make any sense because it's not a law. And this guy trying to use this example to help her understand why they can decline her service, it just doesn't click with her. She doesn't understand. She can't understand. She's too delusional. She's too brainwashed, too deep into the hive mind of Facebook misinformation that not even the most simple terms for babies can register in her mind. And it's really sad to see.
It's a mandate and order is not state law. You guys have no idea what legislature process is, the legislative process?
Service, I can do it because I'm doing it.
I'm waiting for the cops.
I have no doubt she can't spell legislature, but still feels very confident in her knowledge in regards to laws and shit. Interestingly enough, she stops filming once the police are actually there, so, I mean, I imagine what happened is she showed them the law, the police apologized, groveled at her feet, and the entire store clapped for her. That's probably what happened, but she just forgot to film that part. Let's go to a different Karen. Yeah, this one's just a classic. This isn't even like a recent Karen freakout. This is just one that I really like. This woman comes at him with the powers of the dark side, going for like a force choke, going for like force lightning on him. And the police officer's fucking terrified, like backing up, damn near pissing his pants, and then brings out his taser. This Karen's treating this officer like how people tell you to treat a bear during a bear attack, you know, screaming, going wild, getting loud, getting big. It's like that episode of Hey Arnold where he convinces his bully not to beat him up because he's insane. She tried that approach here, but it didn't quite work. I mean, it could have been worse, I guess, but at least she went down with a bang, I gotta say. Like, that's one hell of a way of going out. Like, if this was my relative, I'd be almost proud. Like, you know what? Yeah, you got arrested for public urination or whatever, but damn, you really went down swinging. I like what you did there. I think that's enough Karens for today, honestly. Only 2, I know, but there's like 20 or 30 Karen videos every single day that I just haven't watched yet, because watching so many Karen videos just honestly makes you feel like everybody's that stupid. And that's a fucking rough feeling, to feel like every middle-aged woman is dumb like these people, because I know they're not, but there's so many of these videos every single day that they're somehow making it seem like every middle-aged woman is a Karen all of a sudden, which is fucking shocking and sad. So, I mean, I'll definitely do more Karen shit soon. There's so many, but for now, just these 2 for today. That's it. See ya. The world is currently experiencing record levels of Karen activity, and scientists are still baffled as to why. I truly don't get why there's been so much Karen shit going on out there right now. Maybe it really is something with Wi-Fi. Maybe 5G is causing these middle-aged women to be more prone to meltdowns and just losing their shit in public. I couldn't tell you, but it is absolutely remarkable. So I'd like to show you what a max level Karen looks like, the final boss of Karens. This is like in Power Rangers when all the Zords come together and fuse to form the Megazord, but with all the Karens coming together, fusing into the Mega Metapause. This lady is pretty notorious, in fact. There's been a lot of sightings of her. She's like Sasquatch, but without the blurry photos and a lot less cool.
Hey, listen to me. We don't play games here anymore, okay? Next time you ever talk to me like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked by my family. They're gonna fuck you up.
Look at her. She looks like an angel here, a heavenly glow shining down upon her, the archangel of wine. So this is a very popular video I'm sure a lot of you have seen. This was our first exposure to this wonderful woman. And one thing I'd like to point out is sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone that they're an unpleasant person to be around. This lady's dressed like she's in the witness protection program here, trying to conceal her real identity. This outfit just screams, I'm an angry old lady.
What did I do?
Right. They're gonna fuck you
Why?
up.
What did I do?
Because you are an asshole. Look at the whole stairs to
But
yourself.
you had these
Why
stairs
don't
and
you
that
go somewhere
stairs?
else where you can go to a gym? This is not just for you.
Her voice is an absolute assault on the ears. The screeching is so high-pitched it's like some kind of weapon that'd be used for crowd control. She sounds like if Miss Piggy inhaled a ton of helium and then got, like, tickled. It's a truly ear-piercing screech. I don't know how anyone could stand to even be around that voice for long enough. She's like an X-Men, but like an evil X-Men, so like one of Magneto's crew. It's truly terrible to listen to. And apparently the issue is the girl was stretching on these stairs, and the old lady wanted to go down the stairs, which she still managed to do, but she didn't like the fact that she was stretching on the stairs. She just went down, so I guess... she wants the stairs entirely to herself. I don't know how the fuck she walks downstairs and why someone stretching on them would be such a hindrance unless she's walking down like this, trying to take up as much space as possible. I have no idea how she could possibly have found trouble getting down there just because she was stretching on them.
Oh, you
Get
need
the fuck out of this world. Get the fuck out of this state. Go back to whatever fucking Asian country you belong in.
Okay,
You little
racist.
fucking bitch. This is not your place.
In a surprise to absolutely no one, she turns out to be racist, and if you look on her chest, it looks like she's got Tony Stark's arc reactor coming out of her chest, but what it actually is a gold medal. So congratulations to her for receiving the gold medal in racism presented by the Deep South Sister Kissing Committee.
This is not your home. We do not want you here. You
Ooh.
put that on Facebook. I hope you do, because every fucking person will beat the crap out of you from here on out.
These are the people that use Facebook. Facebook is a fucking curse. I guarantee she thinks the only website on the internet is Facebook. It's just the only place she goes. It's where she gets all of her fucking garbage. It's truly a terrible place. But I don't even understand her delusional logic. Like, I hope you put this on Facebook because people beat the shit out of you. Why? I don't understand. She hasn't even, like, said a word. So her just filming her meltdown is somehow gonna get the filmer beat up. I think Meemaw's been hitting the sauce a little too hard. She's living in a fantasy world. I just can't understand the logic. Hey, look at this video of an old woman melting down. Let's beat up the person that filmed it. Like, even this lady's inbred family would probably be on the side of the girl filming this. Like, yeah, Grandma was looking like a real piece of shit on this one.
Don't you ever say, oh, Jesus, to me when I want to use the stairs, you little bitch.
There's other stairs.
You are a sick, fucking, ignorant teenager.
Oh, thank
wait,
you.
you're fucking what, middle-aged woman? Who wears black in California sun? Who the fuck wears black? Are you an idiot? You wear black in California sun? Seriously?
Now, I'm no expert on the California sun, but I'm gonna wager a guess and say it's not too different from just the normal sun. I'm pretty sure, and take this with a grain of salt, wearing black in the sun is probably okay, but this isn't the end of this lady. This was only our first encounter, the first phase of the boss battle. In fact, this outrageous octogenarian walked away in this video to go to her car in a nearby parking lot where she was filmed again being loud, yelling, and racist. So she was really just on a spree this day. She was speedrunning racism.
Great. Did you just make a racist comment?
You know what? I am not a racist person.
You just made a
But you know
racist
what?
comment.
You need to go home.
That's right, baby. The Princess of Piss is back, and this time in HD. She's up close and in your ass. Experience the highly anticipated sequel to The Meltdown on the Stairs. New York Times is giving this one 2 thumbs way up.
I am from here.
Look it. Go home.
I am here from here.
Go home. I don't care about your Facebook or your video.
Oh, okay, you're
Do you
making
know
a
how
racist
many
comment
people
right
can't
now?
stand you being
Oh,
here?
great.
You play games. We don't play games.
Oh, what kind of game are you playing?
I play games where you get fucked to death.
That sounds like a very aggressive game. I consider myself an elite gamer, and not even I would play a game like that. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that she said this exact same thing to the girl, minus the getting fucked to death part. She left that part of the game out, but she did say to the girl on the stairs, "We don't play games." So game time for this lady is over, kaput. She has put the kibosh on game time. She doesn't like games anymore. She quit. You know, she said, "Bethesda's taken my money one too many times for garbage products. I'm done playing games. Now I'm fucking to death," or something. It's hard to say, but she clearly liked games, but she doesn't like games anymore. So now she keeps bringing up games.
Oh, okay, well, great. Let me take your card. Let me put your number plate too.
You get away
Great.
from me.
So this lady.
You are gonna go to real jail now.
I cut out the part where he's showing her license plate, but she was saying she's gonna call the police on him now. I can't imagine what for, but this lady just hates Asian people. So I can't even imagine what this fucking police phone call she's planning is going to even consist of. Yes, ma'am, what seems to be the emergency? Yeah, this guy's Asian? What do you mean, go fuck myself?
Well, great, you are.
Understand me, China man?
I think you're going.
Understand me, China man? You understand me, China man?
Respect.
Respect.
Respect people.
Respect.
Lady.
I can't understand your language in China
Respect.
man.
Lady.
Respect? Then you move your car. You're
There you
way
go.
too close. Get away from me.
There you go. You don't even know how to park the car.
Yeah, I forgot. Can't cut out the license plate here, but I definitely need to show you what this is about. So she's super mad because his car is close to hers because she can't fucking park her car. It's fucking terrible parking job. I don't know if she's drunk driving or just too old to be behind the wheel of a vehicle, but this shit is deplorable. And he's not even that close to her car at all. She just really wanted an excuse to be racist again. She hadn't had her fill from like an hour before this. It's crazy. It's hard to even imagine an old lady as unlikable as she is. Just a giant asshole.
You don't
who
even
my
know.
family is?
There you go.
Do you know who my family is? Do you know who your family is? Go home to your family.
Here she goes again, mentioning her family. She's speaking like an affluent teen in high school who's bragging about daddy's riches. She's treating it like it's some Game of Thrones shit where her family's gonna come out of nowhere riding on horseback to save her from nothing. I mean, she's not like in anything. She just creates her own problems and embarrasses herself. She's just a big piece of shit.
This is from your government.
Respect.
Go home.
Lady.
Go home.
Get
This is
educated
from my
and
government.
respect.
This is from my government.
Get
Go home. You're getting
educated
fucked.
and
you are so
respect.
Fucked. You're gonna get fucked. Your
Get
kids are gonna get fucked.
respect.
Yeah, I think Grandma's been reading too much 50 Shades of Grey. She just talks about everyone getting fucked, apparently. It's contaminated her.
This is my
Get
country.
educated and respect, lady.
This is my
Did you
country,
finish
and
college?
This is from my government.
Did you finish
Go
college?
Home.
Did you finish
Put
college?
that on your Facebook.
Did you?
You know what?
Did you?
You are nothing. What did you say?
You're nothing.
I said,
Exactly.
what?
You're nothing right there.
What?
Lady, get educated and respect.
Little boyfriend.
That's where the video ends, unfortunately. It seems like it continued, but he probably just got bored of listening to her, like, regress into baby form. Like, her intelligence was literally getting shit out of her body. Like, every pore was just losing intelligence. She just started forgetting how to speak. It just got rough. So I understand why he probably stopped recording, and unfortunately this is where the saga of this old woman comes to a close, but what an exciting one it was. A very, very impressive Karen meltdown and racist rant. It's fucking wild stuff. But we're not done yet. In fact, I got a little surprise for you. A bonus Karen coming in hot.
Property? Hi, I'm asking you if this is your property.
Why are you asking?
Because
it's private property.
Because it's private property, sir.
This is some shit straight out of a horror movie. This is a haunted Karen. If Karens were Pokemon, this would be a ghost type. This shit is truly terrifying. Just like the pan up to her weird, smiling, odd fucking... It was... unnerving is the right word for this situation here.
You're defacing private property, or is this your building? You're free to express your opinion, but not on people's property.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Just respectfully.
Sure.
So we're just saying, absolutely, your signs and everything, and that's good. This is not the way to do it.
Okay.
It's private property.
Every time the camera panned to that Redditor dude off to the side there and then back to the lady, I expected her to be a little bit closer to the camera, like right out of those mannequin scares where the mannequin moves when the character stops looking at it. That's what I was expecting, but unfortunately she's keeping her distance here and still just kind of frightening people from a little ways away.
If I did live here and it was my property, this would be absolutely fine. And you don't know if I live here or if this is my property.
We actually do know. That's why we're asking.
Oh, really? Because you live here, right? You said so.
Because we know the person who does live here.
Oh, okay.
So
Then
that's all
I
we
suggest
wanted
you
to
call
ask.
him
I'm not
or
disagreeing with
call the
you.
police.
Why do you
Or
wanna call the police?
because
What do you
you're
want me
accusing me
to?
of a crime, correct?
He's beginning to anger the Karen spirit here. I'll be honest, it's kind of boring after this point because it's just idle conversation here. It's not too great and then they eventually walk away. I just thought this one was especially odd just considering the way it was filmed. It really does feel like it's one of those, you know, Blair Witch type deals here, the way that it's executed. So just thought that'd be a nice little fun bonus Karen round to have in here. I think it's time we finally talk about the true victims of the coronavirus lockdown and quarantine, which is of course the middle-aged, short-tempered Karens. These brave women have been trapped at home for the last month with no one to complain to except their anti-vax Facebook groups, no one to yell at besides their husbands, no managers that they can speak to. They have all of this rage bottled up inside of them, but nowhere public to melt down and let it all out in a nuclear explosion of screeching and screaming and threatening lawsuits. But the good news is things are opening up again, which means the Karens now can go back out into society and make it a worse place. So please join me on this adventure. I'll be your host. I'll be like fucking David Attenborough here, and let's observe the Karens going back to their natural habitats after their hibernation.
Fuck you!
Ah, wonderful. A chain-smoking middle-aged woman with her siren song, such an angelic melody, true mastery over her divine vocal cords, able to deliver this banshee's wail, fuck you.
No, it's not enough!
Park your car.
No!
Like, what the hell?
You better get the fuck away from me. Fuck you!
We have a car.
The wild Karen's sharp instincts kick in, hearing the sound of potential danger. She feels as though the essential oils in the backseat of her car are threatened by a potential predator, so she lashes out blindly, hoping that the guttural shouts and puffing of her feathers will be enough to scare away the enemy.
Yeah, this is a roadway over here, ma'am. Can you please move
Everyone better stop fucking yelling at me right now, as I'm not fucking moving!
Can you please move your car?
Thank you!
She didn't mean that thank you, that wasn't sincere at all. I'm starting to get the feeling that she's just not a very pleasant person to be around.
Okay?
I don't listen to you either, Shield! Listen, you short fucking piece of shit!
Now you've gone too far, lady, out here looking like the substitute teacher at Hogwarts for the Defense Against the Dark Arts course. Fucking scary looking loud lady, fucking hanging out in this drive-thru looking straight out of a 1970s newspaper comic strip. Truly rude from this woman here. This woman looks like menopause. She looks like if menopause was a person.
Okay? Grow
How's
some,
that? She called me a short fucking piece of shit.
grow some
Get
fucking
the fuck out
balls,
of here.
baby! Grow some fucking balls!
Shut the fuck up and leave. We're
No,
blocking traffic over
I'm not
here.
moving. Talk all the fuck you want, all you fucking Hawaiians. The white lady's fucking crazy. You can talk all the fuck that you want, you fucking motherfucker. No, it's not enough. It is not.
Unfortunately, that's where the video ends, but I don't think her anger stopped there. As you could hear, she was still screaming, still going in really hard. I half expected her to take a baseball bat to her own car just out of the confusion from the anger, just hurt itself in the confusion. It is truly baffling how someone can get this upset and have so little shame to just do it in public like this. And I think that's what makes Karens so special. They don't have that level of shame or self-awareness, so they keep going out and embarrassing themselves. And since they've been locked up for a month, they have a month's worth of embarrassment to catch up on. So they're really kind of speedrunning that because there's been so many of these things going on. I'll show you a few of them. Let's keep going.
People here that's enjoying themselves, okay? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the last part. Now what are you doing? Now what are you doing? Hey, sweetheart, there's kids here. There's kids here.
This one was actually one of the saddest ones and most embarrassing in my opinion. This is a Karen that's been heckling a group of street performers that are performing for these people that are just now leaving their house for the first time in a month, just to give them something else to think about and entertain them, and Karen said, well, I can't imagine anyone having fun. I'm pretty miserable. Everyone should be miserable. She's like Dr. Zalost from Courage the Cowardly Dog, very unhappy, so she's shooting her cannonballs of unhappiness at everyone around her. So she just plants herself here. She gives this very incredible Ginyu Force pose here with the double middle fingers. Really bold stuff.
There's kids in it. There's kids. Oh, you should have some respect, sweetheart. Please. Thank you. Could you please leave? Could you please leave? Please.
She refuses to leave. This is a 4-part TikTok video. I didn't even know TikTok had anything other than just shitty lip singing and dancing, so this was kind of an interesting surprise. And I'd like to bring attention to this. I know I'm no major fashion icon myself, but I do have to say I don't understand her sock decision here with the different lengths. It's like Titus from Final Fantasy X with his pants. She has a sock that goes up to her knee and the other one's an ankle sock. So that right there tells me that she just desperately craves attention, so she's trying her best to be unique and not like the other girls with her fashion by having different lengths of socks, which is kind of sad, but it also fits in line with what she's doing here, making herself the center of attention for no reason and at the cost of everyone else's fun.
Sweetheart, we're doing flips in here for format. Can you please move over? You were just standing right there. Why would you come right here in our way? Can you move over? Can you please move over? Can you please move over? Please? Please? Can you please leave? Can you please leave?
Spoilers, she doesn't leave. She's made up her decision. She is going to ruin everyone else's day because her day and most of her days are apparently not very good. So she's taking it out on everyone around her. And this persists for a long time. I'm not going to show every part from this very pathetic saga here, but I am going to show a little bit. We'll go to part 2 now.
No, you don't have to give her anything, no?
One of the mothers from the crowd is begging with the lady to please leave because they want to watch the show, and of course, the Karen refuses to do that. But what I find extremely interesting about this part, as you just heard, some woman in the crowd express support for what she's doing by saying it's a public square, she can stand wherever the fuck she wants. I think that is incredible. I will never understand how people can see behavior like what this woman is doing and be like, you know what? I agree with that. She should be allowed to ruin everyone else's day. It's a free country. If I want to ruin everyone else's day because I'm fucking miserable, I can do it. And fuck all of you. I like that the crowd stood up and said fuck off and told that lady to leave and she immediately left. I just have to wonder how. This is huge. Everyone, no matter what, will always have supporters. No matter how heinous and unlikable you are, there's always going to be people that will support you. I don't know if that's uplifting for some people to hear or not, but I think it's depressing. There should be objectively wrong ways of handling things, and this is one of those from this Karen standing here ruining the day, and yet still someone finds a way to support it. Crazy to me.
We're gonna wake this place up. Follow me, fellas. Let's wake this place up. Everybody wants the Soul Brothers back. Follow me, fellas.
Luckily, this fairy tale does have a happy ending. The police show up and escort her the fuck out of there, which is great news for everyone there. It's pretty wild how long it went on for, though. The police had enough time to walk over there and get her out before she left. That's a long time of just making the atmosphere worse around her. And I know she's going to go home and think that she was in the right. She probably talked about it on Facebook groups about how brave she was. And, you know, everyone clapped when she ruined the performance. Everyone was thrilled with her stand for justice or some shit. So the delusion, I'm sure, is still there. I don't think she had any amount of self-reflection or awareness for what she did or how bad she is as a person for this kind of shit. But that's Karen's in a nutshell. Let's move on to the next one.
3 inches away from our fucking car. I couldn't even get into my fucking car. I had to climb over.
Oh, but you're sitting in it?
I had to climb over, dumbass. Did you not hear what I just fucking said?
While yes, that experience does sound traumatic, there was another way of approaching this situation. You could have backed the car up and then got in normally. You chose to climb over the driver's seat and turn that shit into a playground to get there.
Just fucking stop.
God.
If you post that, I will sue you, you stupid.
Go right
We'll
ahead.
sue you because you
Go
can't
right
post
ahead.
someone's face on the internet
right ahead.
without permission.
I'm gonna go.
For some reason, these Karens that spend the majority of their life on Facebook and reading 50 Shades of Grey fanfic still don't seem to understand that you can't sue someone for recording you in a public situation. But I do like the way she phrases that. You can't put someone's face on the internet without their permission. It reminds me of Arthur, where you can't go on the internet and tell lies. It has that same level of innocence to it to a certain degree, but I think it's time they finally get educated on Facebook instead of just believing in these fucking weird conspiracy theories and shit, to understand that yes, it is totally legal to record in public.
It's not illegal. They're threatening me. She told me she hopes I get raped by a pitchfork, and I'm gonna go to the cops, and I need evidence.
So what is the problem? They parked you.
I couldn't get into my car. I had to climb over. And then when we were talking about it, about how close they parked, she came and went, "Oh, you stupid ass bitch, you want to talk?" Wrong. I told you my boyfriend did not hit your car because you said if my boyfriend hit your car, you were gonna call the cops.
Yeah, this shit is devolving into elementary school shit really fast, and the security guard clearly wants nothing to do with it. He leaves like a second after he just says, "Hey, can you guys just handle it?" and he just walks away. Respect to that guy, because who the fuck wants to be in the middle of this?
Stop arguing with the stupid fucking whore. If you keep arguing with the fucking whore, they keep arguing with you.
If I find that video online, I'm fucking suing you and I'm calling the cops and they're gonna come get your ass.
I do appreciate that threat right there from her. You know, that's some Xbox Live shit. My dad works at Bungie, and he'll get you banned if you steal my sniper again. It has that same level of energy, so there is a level of intimidation in there. That's pretty much where the video ends. It's just back and forth of just, like, baby whining, like baby raging at each other. I don't know. It's not even, like, insulting anymore. It's just kind of like actual whining. But, yeah, all over a parking spot. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I think there's something about cars that really tap into the primal rage receptors of the Karens, because a lot of the Karen outbursts happen around vehicles, so it's kind of like this catalyst for explosion among the Karens. It's very interesting. It helps channel their aggression and really bring it to the highest level it can be.
You impotent piece of shit! I hope your kids get cancer! What are you looking at?
She's all over the place now, attacking the spectators. She sounds like Miss Piggy having a fit, throwing a weird little tantrum here. She's speaking as if she's writing this shit on Twitter from behind the computer monitor, but in real life you can't hide behind an anime profile pic, so now she's just got her face attached to this despicable shit. Honestly, a pretty thrilling conclusion. I would have liked to see where it went, because she was clearly in hot pursuit, like some Mad Max shit, honking that horn, coming in hot. But unfortunately, there's no more to that video. But yeah, there's been a ton of Karen sightings and incidences over the last week or so. I just felt it wasn't necessary to show every single one. I think these kind of represent the general attitude of how it's been getting reacclimated to the, you know, Karen meltdowns out in the world. Now that they've allowed to leave their homes, and you know, they don't have to keep tapping into the wine cellar reserves, so it's getting wild out there again. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, as more and more things start opening in the world amid the pandemic, more and more middle-aged single mothers are trying to go back out into society and find things to be angry about. I recently covered the Karen apocalypse that we've just experienced. However, if the Karen apocalypse was an earthquake, what you're about to see is the aftershock. One thing I find interesting is, since most people have been inside for a long time now, a lot of people are starting to get a vitamin D deficiency from what I've read. But I'd argue it's almost more dangerous to go outside due to an overdose of vitamin K. Karen. Society right now, the outside world that I've now become a stranger to, is experiencing dangerous levels of exposure to vitamin K. It's like walking into fucking Chernobyl if instead of radiation it was just pure negative Karen shit. So let me just show you the recent Karen Armageddon we're now experiencing.
45 minutes of having it on. It's the first time I've worn one. I am disoriented. I'm a little mad, if you can't tell that already.
Oh, don't worry, you weren't keeping that a secret from me. I had a sneaking suspicion. Between that stereotypical "where's your manager" haircut, it's time to go to corporate and take a shit, also the facial expression that just kind of conveys I'm always mad even when things are great, I was just able to immediately sniff out you were a bit upset about something.
Like, I'm frustrated, but I don't feel good physically. Like, I can tell you right now, I wasn't getting enough oxygen, and I just had on one of these little stupid things.
I see what she means. I can hardly breathe in this shit. I'm about to fucking pass out on you, just suffocating myself here. I like how my beard hair kind of sticks out here. It's like little innocent pubes popping out of someone's whitey tighties. But anyway, this is something I see a lot from these kind of people. I can't breathe in it. It's impossible. I'm suffocating to death. I would have loved to see her in the store if she's trying that shit. Like, she's just, like, falling over herself, and then, like, everyone's ripping the mask off to try and save her life. Jesus! What is this? A mask? She's killing herself for our safety. What a hero! She's wearing a mask, and she's dying for it. As if there's anything easier in the world than just putting on a mask. Like, how fucking spoiled and entitled and weak do you have to be to think that putting on a mask is some, like, giant sacrifice or something that's hard?
I feel dizzy. My hands are kind of tingly. My heart is beating fast. So some of it's an emotional reaction, but some of it's a physical reaction.
Now, I'm no doctor, so please take this diagnosis with a grain of salt, but I think what you're experiencing is hyper-screeching withdrawals. The symptoms seem about in line with that. You see, for 2 months, you haven't been able to go out in public and yell and scream at retail workers, so your body's just been a little bit confused, and now that you're out in public again, it's getting tingles, it's getting anxious, it's just its way of responding.
I understand the virus is real. Okay, I understand the virus is real.
Well, that's better than a lot of people on Facebook, so good for her there. But it's also extremely sad that there's actually people that don't think it's real, so you have to clarify that you believe in it, as if there's some type of fucking debate on whether or not it's real.
Friends, look at the numbers and tell me why everybody's living in fear. Tell me why we're putting these things on and not being able to breathe. I just want to cry. Like,
well, go ahead and cry. I'm not gonna arrest you for it. Let it all out. And as for why people are putting masks on and not being able to breathe, I think that's a problem exclusive only to you. I mean, this may come as a shock, but doctors work like 12-hour days with a mask on the entire time. Nurses too, so they can clearly breathe. The design's fine. No one's suffocating wearing a mask. Just because you soldiered through a brave 45 minutes while getting your gluten-free food at the Whole Foods doesn't mean that you're some expert on masks now. I'm pretty sure you were breathing just fine. I don't know how the fuck you walk around breathing if you're struggling in a mask. You just, like, wide open mouth, just suck all the air in as big as possible?
that's all I want to do is cry, because you can't see people's faces. You can't make human connection. We can't hug people. We can't hold their babies.
That's kind of a weird thing to point out, right? You can't hold people's babies? Like, what does this woman do? Just go around, like, snatching babies, like, bringing them back to the stork or something? Like, that's not exactly common. You shouldn't be going up to strangers and asking to hold their babies in the first place. Now, if you're around your friends and shit, yeah, I guess not being able to hold their babies might be a common problem. I don't really know. I just feel like that's a strange one to point out. Like, you know, a lot of bad shit's come with the coronavirus, but one thing no one's really talking about, the worst thing is, we can't just hold people's babies anymore.
It doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense, and I'm not okay with it. Nothing about what we're doing is supported by the numbers that are out there. Those of you that know me, like, I am one of the most compassionate, caring people you will ever meet.
Whenever someone says something like that, I immediately doubt it. No one that's actually compassionate and caring goes around wearing that like a badge of honor. I'm so humble. In fact, I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever get to know. In fact, I probably care more about all of you people than you people even care about yourselves. That's how good of a person I am, and you should know that. And I'm just letting you know that, just because I am such a good person. You know, that doesn't really rub me the right way. I just doubt that claim. But as she said, she's not okay with it, so I think it's time we cancel the coronavirus. Let's just get rid of the coronavirus now. This lady is clearly not having a good time because of it, and since she's not okay with it, well, we need to change everything. I like this one because the lady in it walks around like a video game NPC. It's like she's playing Animal Crossing with the shovel, trying to get the right slot. But instead of a shovel, she's using her phone to record for her Facebook anti-vax group, so...
So it's against the law?
It's against the law to to make you wear a mask. It's against the law.
Well, if you say so. I mean, I'm not going to question her. She seems like the law. She's like the embodiment of the law. So whatever she says, yeah, you know, I'm just going to agree with.
The ADA tells them that you cannot make people wear a mask. It's not our laws at all. This is just made up by Bill Gates and them, and by you wearing that. Seriously, think about it. You're breathing out your toxic air, and you're breathing in the same air. You're making your lungs, you're killing your antibodies.
It's always just impressive how people can get to this point and be like this. To blame Bill Gates, of all people you could have chosen. You could have done something a little cooler, like going after Elon Musk, since he's doing some like weird shit on Twitter. Why not target him? But to go after Bill Gates just seems, I don't know, underwhelming. To make him like this giant Thanos behind the coronavirus. I would have preferred if they chose a different path for their supervillain, but it is what it is. For some reason, they've chosen him. And I think the most impressive thing about this one in particular is the lady filming. She was filming because she so firmly believes that she's in the right and doesn't look crazy. And I always think that's just the wildest part. How people can be so disconnected from reality that they think that they're right and justified with their behavior that they'll go so far as to film it for their friends in their little Facebook echo chambers. I just think that's just sad and pretty wild.
If there's a cold that comes around in November, you're getting sick. You're making yourself sick. Breathe.
Yeah, you're spitting out too.
No, baby, that's not what's going to make you sick. You're alive. Go look on the package, and it will tell you. It will not protect you from COVID-19. You are hurting yourself. Don't stop being lied to. They want to kill all the Mexicans.
Do you believe in the COVID?
They want to kill all the black people. They want to kill everybody. Watch out what you're being told. You're being lied to.
It's actually really hard to keep up with the exposition here. I really don't understand at all what she's talking about or where she's going. But god damn it, she's confident in it and really fucking obnoxious.
Do you believe in it?
Do I believe with the COVID? I believe there's a virus, but it's not what they say. It's like any other virus. They have 99% cure. 99% cure. So what kind of a virus is that? We all had viruses. We all get colds. You're being lied to. Please do your due diligence. Read, do your research. Don't let the government fool you.
That's something I hear a lot from this community. Do your research. It's like flat earthers. Do real research, not like, you know, real research. Do our research. Please read our sources. Please stay on Facebook and read our bullshit. But these people are so ingrained in their beliefs that no matter what, they're never changing. Like in that Flat Earth documentary, there's multiple groups of flat earthers that prove themselves wrong multiple times and still just brush it off like, oh, we must have just done something wrong. Now, the world can't be round because we think it's flat. So all this, everything that proves it's round that we just did ourselves, well, it's wrong. We must have messed up because it's flat. That's the exact same way these people operate. No matter what, they're not going to change what they believe, which sucks because it's just objectively wrong and harmful misinformation that they share between each other. But it is what it is, and at least you get some Karens melting down in public, which is always at least fun to watch from a distance.
Be smart, please, for your sake. Because what's happening is she's hurting her antibodies in her body. She's breathing in the toxicity and the carbon monoxide that is going to make her sick. She's not getting enough breath in her lungs, which is going to cause her lungs to weaken. It's all damaging. Look it up for yourself. Go online and look it up.
I will.
Take my word. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Have a lovely day going home and then yelling at your husband.
Okay, so I need to talk to a manager because I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay, understood.
Perfect.
Just a moment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's always refreshing to hear that signature catchphrase, I need to speak to a manager. It's refreshing, honestly. I just really, you can always get like a sense of joy when a very irate woman says those words because you already know what's going to follow, and it just never really gets old.
Hi, I have a medical condition that I'm not allowed to wear a mask, and I'm not required by HIPAA rules and regulations to disclose that.
Being a loudmouth asshole is not a medical condition that prevents a mask. In fact, it should be encouraged so that way you're not just fucking screeching. At least the mask will act like a little muffler, like a fucking silencer on James Bond's gun for your fucking yelling at the retail workers. I also decided to look into it because she publicly talks about herself in this video and puts herself out there, so I looked into it. The medical condition she has does not prevent her from wearing a mask in any way. And just for the sake of playing by her rules, I won't disclose what the medical condition is, but she talks about it constantly and just has it plastered all over her website. She's also an avid flat earther and considers herself a general truther in all things, as most of these people do.
So, what does that look like? I have private things I want to get that maybe I don't want you to see.
but I can't let you in the store without a mask.
Okay, so where's the regulations that state that?
The regulations?
Yeah.
That is company
Because you're discriminating against me now. Do you know that?
The bombshell. She said she's being discriminated against. Oh, well, now this company needs to close its doors or let her in and let her make her own rules. Now you've gone too far. To discriminate against her? Yep, now you've gone too far. You're going on her blog, mister. You're really done fucked up now.
You're discriminating against me. No, because I have private stuff that I don't want you to see.
What kind of private stuff could you possibly be buying at a grocery store? What, are you scraping bacon grease off the grills in the back and are embarrassed about it? Are you smuggling plutonium in there or something? What could possibly be a big secret at a grocery store that would be embarrassing? All they fucking carry for the most part is food and vitamins. What, do you want people to not know that you take fish oil pills or something? I don't really get it. It's a lame fucking excuse. These people just look for reasons to stay angry, even when people are offering alternatives to kind of fit into what they're comfortable with in their lunacy. This man's going above and beyond, saying, we can shop for you, we can do this for you, do that for you, and she just comes up with the most outlandish excuses to not use that and stay angry. It's wild to me.
You can call corporate office, but I can't help you.
Okay, well, you guys can get a lawsuit. Because you can't discriminate.
I'm trying to help you, but I'm
No,
not
you can't. How's that helping when you're gonna do shopping for me? I'm gonna give you my bank information. How do I?
Huge kudos to this guy for staying so calm during a Category 5 Karen hurricane, because this shit is so fucking annoying. I don't know how he was able to maintain his cool.
Miss, call corporate office. I'm sorry.
Okay, I need a card. Do you have a card for them?
I sure can.
That'd be great. If anybody wants to shop here, you have to have a mask, and here is the policies.
I edited out the part where she talks about who she is and also where she is, just for the sake of not having people go harass her. But she talks about the policies, which a company is absolutely entitled to have, and pretty much everywhere requires you to wear a mask. But for some reason, these whiny children just can't put a mask on, which takes literally less than a second. It's genuinely one of the easiest things a human being can possibly do. It takes no effort, it takes no time, and it's not that big of a fucking deal. Just some fucking misbehaving children. You can't tell me what to do. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna throw a fucking temper tantrum and I'm gonna throw my Legos on that side of the room and you can't stop me. Fuck you. I'm putting this on Facebook.
But you're pretty chipper. You're pretty chipper. Huh? You're happy?
Why not be?
Why are you happy?
Yeah, buddy. Why are you happy when she's clearly not happy? Because she's unhappy, no one in the world is allowed to be happy. If there was a kid with an ice cream cone and a smile on their face, this woman would go over and slap that shit right out of their hands. And do you know why? It's because she's unhappy. So why the fuck is anyone else allowed to be happy? But yeah, anyway, these are the most recent Karen sightings. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more as the floodgates are starting to open. So stay tuned for more incredible Karen antics out in society. That's about it. See ya.